welcome back to the Daily Chat. If you're new here, hello, my name is Carla, and today I have some special guests with me. I have the Rocha family, and this is
Val,
Ray,
and they are really dear friends of my husband and I, and it's been on my heart to have a couple come on here and share some marriage advice with you guys, and I thought who better than you guys. They have been together for a very long time. You'll find out how long in just a moment, but pretty much I just wanted to ask you guys a series of questions. You guys just give some true, authentic, as Ray says, keep it 100 marriage advice, and just for anybody that's watching, for them to be encouraged and just to see the transparency. They are so awesome about being transparent, so these answers should be good. Alright, so let's start off with you guys telling us a little bit about yourselves. How did you guys meet, and how long have you been together, and a little bit about your family?
Well, I'd like to start off. For me, it was love at first sight. I saw her and immediately I knew she was the one.
Okay.
100. But we've been together for 13 years.
I'm surprised.
Yeah, 13 years, right?
Yes, it is. Yes, you got it.
Tip number one, guys, always keep track of the years.
Yes. So yes, it has been 13 years, so I'm really glad you got that right. And we are a family of 4, so we have a little girl, Tati, who's 11, and our son, Matias, who's 8. And well, I have a totally different take on how we met, so I don't think we have enough time to discuss that because it's not
Was it love at first sight?
No, at all.
Mine is the way.
It's not. We have 2 different versions, but that's for another day.
Another vlog.
They're completely different stories.
If you guys want to know how they met, you can comment down below and you can post that on your
Maybe
vlog.
we'll make a
a
video of it.
Yes, they also have a vlog channel. It's called We Are the ROCHA'S, and the link will be down below, so you can find out how you guys officially met.
The real version. The real version.
Okay.
Alright, so for the first question, I thought that communication would be fitting because that's really important in a relationship. So, how has communication changed for you guys since the moment you met all the way to right now?
Okay, so I mean, obviously communication is very important. So yes, you do need to have that. And I guess to start off, the way it's changed, I feel like was like at first it was sort of non-existent. Like I would just automatically assume that he needed to know everything that I needed and wanted and was thinking.
Like he was a mind reader.
Yeah, if you didn't get it right, you were like X'd out, right?
And I think that's a challenge for a lot of couples out there, and that they don't have that communication, or that women assume that we know what they want, but clearly it needs to be communicated to us.
Clearly you don't know.
Because you know, you might be thinking one thing and then our perspective is another, so definitely communicating is one of the key elements.
And then also the thing is, in a way it's like what I need, he would think he's fulfilling in one way, but it's not the specific way that I needed it, so in my mind he's still not fulfilling it, so you still failed.
Yeah, so she's come up with a chart as a command center. Right? So she has that posted in our fridge, and
it's a good.
She keeps it up to date pretty good, but I still fail to.
What is a command center? So for anybody that doesn't know.
So like for our family, since you know, we're a family of 4, I have to keep track of his things, my things, the kids' things, my son's things, everybody's things all at once. What I've done is created a like command center type thing on our refrigerator, on our fridge, so everything goes on there. Doctor's appointments, Tatiana's cheerleading, Matias soccer, anything, my work schedule, his work schedule, anything that needs to be spoken about goes there, so that we're not automatically assuming that he remembers that Matias has to go to soccer practice at 4.
And do you guys also put like the kids' homework and stuff like that on there?
Yes, because then when if I'm at work sometimes and I work till late and he has to take over, he can go to the command center and see Tatiana has science project due on Thursday and get it done.
Gotcha.
So,
and has that worked for you?
It works when I look at it.
Exactly.
Like I said, he keeps it 100.
So if I don't look at it, I mean, it's at the fridge, and I constantly go to the fridge.
Yeah. Sometimes I've seen little like whited out marks so he can lie and be like, it wasn't on there. I'm like, there's a streak of purple where it was written on.
Yeah, but definitely communication is the key to a successful relationship, and you got to keep that open line of communication. And we have come a long way from the way we did communicate, and it sometimes lack of communication was the root of the fights.
That's good.
And now that we've kind of establish a better line of communication, the arguments and the disagreements are much less now.
So now let's talk about finances, because I think that when it comes to arguments, as you mentioned, that has a big part to do with arguments. People are always fighting about money. How should we split the money? What has worked for you guys, and do you have any tips when it comes to finances? I guess, like, especially when people are going into marriage, because that's kind of like, hey, like, do we want to put all our money together? Do we want to keep it separate? How are we going to pay bills? Or are we doing half and half? What suggestions do you guys have for that?
Well, when we first started dating, and it came organically, like we just made the money and we put it all together, and it's been like that ever since. So there wasn't that much of a challenge for her to say, well, you take care of your bills and I'll take care of my bills, or the money you make is your money and the money I make is my money. It wasn't like that for us. So that's how I knew she was the one.
I guess.
So it wasn't like that. It actually came organically, and it's always been like that ever since. And even though sometimes, we might be short on something, or I'm like, man, how are we gonna pay this? Or she comes out of nowhere and
because you know what, ladies, you always have to have that secret fund.
She has a secret fund.
It's not a secret fund like, let me keep money from my husband. It's just as women, we're more nurturing, we're more thought process. So it's like put away for a rainy day sort of thing. So sometimes it could be just because, like, I want to get him something for Father's Day, but if the money's coming out of the same place, he's gonna know that I bought it. So sometimes it's for that, or like that too. Sometimes, like he said, when we're short on things, I can step up and sort of be the hero and be like, babe, I got you.
She's my Wonder Woman.
You do look like Wonder Woman though.
That's what everybody says.
Alright guys, so for the third question, I wanted to ask you, what is something that you have learned about each other over the years? You've been together for 13 years. It's a very long time. What is something that you've learned along the way?
Well, there's a couple of things that I've learned about her that I didn't know definitely when I first got with her. I learned that she has a lot of perseverance, that she is definitely a pillar of our family. She also is very strong, very dedicated, and she's very talented. She has many gifts. So I'm very grateful for that. Anything that she pretty much puts her mind to, she accomplishes it. There is one thing that if I would have known about it, it would have been
ruin it.
It would have been a deal breaker.
Please tell us.
What is it?
The way she drives.
Oh my God.
Oh my goodness.
I drive very safe. That's the problem.
If you want to call it safe.
It's safe. That's a tough act to follow. Right? But like, to change over the years, it's weird because, like, his little logo, how he's always 100, he's very transparent. So exactly who he was before is what you get, is what I've gotten throughout the years. So I've been able to see him like persevere things, obstacles that go in his way. Like, he's very like driven and like, or a business like oriented. Like, I've seen him grow into that, but I feel like that's who he's been from the beginning. Yeah. So he's always been who he is.
That's good. That's good. Alright guys, so I wanted to finish off with asking you, what is some final marriage advice you would give to anybody watching today that you think is so crucial for them to know? So anybody that's watching that is engaged, thinking about proposing, is married, and maybe just going through a tough time in their relationship, like, what is your one like must give advice?
Well, you want to go first?
Okay, I'll go first this time. Okay, well, I would say the number one would be just never give up. Like, you don't just give up on something and throw it away because it's hard or you're going through something or anything like that. Because if that were the case, we wouldn't be together today. But honestly, let's be real. It's the real. So you don't do that, because when you do push through it and come out the other side, it's so cliche, but it is true. You come out stronger, you come out knowing more about each other and being, that much more united. Yep. So I think that's a really big one.
And I think that advice is for those that are going through a relationship right now. And my advice is for those that are maybe thinking about going into a relationship, or thinking about taking that next step in the relationship, to not to rush, to make sure that all those things that we spoke about are in place, because those things could either make or break a relationship, and you want to make sure that that's in order, and as well as, you know, putting God first and making sure that your partner has God in mind, because I think that's what really help us go through the next step in our life. Even though we didn't do things in the right order, we are one of those cases where even though, like I said, we didn't do it, we still persevered, and God allowed this, blessed us and allowed us to.
Right, because He saw our work being put into it.
Well, I think that's what I think. That's what we think.
That's
right?
what we
feel.
That's
but
what we feel.
I mean, it's been tested through time, and we're still here, we're still together, and our love continues to grow. So just have those things in order and put God first, and everything else will fall into place.
That's good, guys. Good advice. Very good advice. All right, so the hard questions are over. So we're going to do a little bit of a hot seat. The way that this round is going to go is I'm going to ask you the question, and then I'm going to say 1, 2, 3, and you both have to say your answer.
Oh, no.
So we're going to see how well they still know each other. Have some fun with it.
I'm going to win.
All right.
Do we win? I'm going to win.
Put your comment down below. Is Val going to win, or is Ray going to win? All right, so first question. Okay. Here you go. What year did you guys get together? 1, 2, 3.
2005. 2003. Okay. How do you count 13? You didn't.
I don't know. 2003 was a good year, so I just went with 2003.
Alright, so that one was a mess.
For Ray.
Alright. How do you like to fall asleep? Cuddling or apart? 1, 2, 3.
Cuddling.
Okay.
Well, that one is real because I'm always like, babe. Okay, according to him, he has vertigo. I don't even think that's a thing.
According to him?
I don't think. I mean, not that I don't think it's a thing. I don't think it's a thing that happens to him.
Okay.
He just doesn't. He can't flip to my side.
Why don't you guys switch spots?
Because then he can't flip that way. He's a liar.
Whatever side she's in, the vertigo is there.
Side.
It's there. It's like, it knows.
So for me, it's cuddling, but for him, so it was right. For him, it's apart. He wants to sleep the opposite way.
All right, so 1 point together. All right, next question. What is Val's together? What is Val's favorite show? 1, 2, 3.
Harry Potter. Correct. Show, but you got it.
Her favorite movie.
What would be my favorite show? I don't know.
The 100.
Roseanne.
Oh, I like Roseanne.
Alright guys, and there you have it for today's episode. I want to give a special thanks to the Rocha family for being on it. Really enjoyed having them, and I know that I learned so much from you guys, and I hope that you guys did as well. And you took lots of notes. This is 13 years of experience here, so there's just so much wisdom. If you want to know more about the Rocha family, where can they find you guys?
We are the Rochas.
And the link will be down below. Their vlog channel is really awesome. They definitely keep it 100 on there.
Thank you for having us.
Of course. I really enjoyed just learning from you guys. So seriously, thank you for being on it. And as always, guys, remember that every day matters. So make the most out of today. And we will see you guys next time. Bye. Alright guys, and there you have it for today's episode. I really didn't want to do this. Alright guys, thank you for having us on today's episode.
It was scary running.